recording. Okay, I want to talk about social anxiety. About 6 years or so, I have social anxiety. I have it's a mixture of social anxiety and depression, and pretty much not really liking who I am, what I look like, always being concerned for what people think of me. Trying to think how to describe the best way of I look like that. Like a little bit. Alright, whatever. A little crooked. Okay, I'm trying to describe what social anxiety is. Basically, people who know what social anxiety is read it in the books, read it in pieces of paper and the internet, heard it from their psychologists, from their friends, read it here on YouTube. But it's hard to explain something when you go through it and you're not sure that you can actually really tell people what you really feel, and you so much want to tell them how you feel. You want people to know that you're not just different, you're not just quiet, you're not just weird, you're not just unstable, you're not just you want them to understand, just like you understand or try to understand yourself, that that we're just people, I'm just a person. And to describe what suffering is very, very hard to describe it. But you want to describe it? Okay, I'm bullshitting. Social anxiety is basically a living nightmare. I'm not going to talk about what it is for everybody. I'm going to talk about what it is for me, because I know that it is different, although the similarities in general. It's different for every single person. Everybody in general also feels a lot of time that no one really understands them, even if they're under the same category. At least I do, and I heard other people who do. They'll be in a group of social anxiety people, and they'll say, well, everybody's normal here, just I'm not. Or, well, they're a little better than me, but I'm way worse than them. That's social anxiety, and that's why it's so personal. Because I feel that it's coming through me, and everybody's different. Everybody, it's okay, but for me, it's like, it's there. Of course, that's not social anxiety. That's just not. That's just not seeing the world in a realistic way, which is one of the symptoms. Being your mind basically imagining things that don't exist. Basically, you imagine that people think certain things about you, and they don't even have to open up their mouth. They don't have to say a word. You just see them in the street, look at you, one little glimpse, one look, and all of a sudden your emotions change tremendously. Why? I guess because you think maybe that guy doesn't like me, or that guy thinks he's something, or... But it's all makeup. It's not real. It's not true. You could go the next second and talk to that guy, and he'll hug you, and he'll say, oh, you're a great guy, and it's just all bullshit. It's all in the mind. God, I believe, has cursed my mind with something that is so unexplainable. And the best way to explain it was just to say is that in every single second of a minute of an hour of every moment of the moment, you're being concentrated on things that you don't actually want to be concentrated on, but you are. You basically are imagining things that are happening around you. People are looking at you. People think of you things. People think you look ugly. People think you look weird. It can also be to the other way. It can be good. It could be people think I'm hot. People think I'm cool. People think I'm nice. But both ways are not healthy. Although the other one is more enjoyable to yourself, you're actually giving yourself compliments, but not healthy, because the healthiest is just to look realistically at life. Okay, I don't know what the guy is thinking. He may be looking at me, he may not be looking at me. Pretty good chance he's not looking at me. Or maybe if he's looking at me, doesn't mean he's even thinking of me. Just like I'm thinking of myself, there's a good chance he's thinking of himself. Why should I even bother thinking about if he's thinking about me or not? What do I care? And let's say he's thinking something bad of me. Let's say. Chances are, even let's say chances are good, I never will know. Okay? He might even say he doesn't like me and he might like me. People's minds are so complicated and different. And even when a person tells you something, you don't really know what they're thinking. So, when a person doesn't tell you, when he just looks at you, when he doesn't even look at you, when he's in the classroom and you think he's staring at you, how can you even... That's the curse that we, social anxiety people, believe to be true, that people are staring at us or looking at us or judging us. If I open my mouth and I say something in class, I feel stupid. Why? Not because someone said, you sound stupid. Because all of a sudden I catch someone looking at me like this and turning his head. Okay. That's just, that's a little overdoing it. Usually, not even people will do that. But I'm just saying, for an example, the second I see that look, I have this sort of stigma and belief that means he thinks I'm an idiot. He thinks I'm wasting my time here. I don't belong here. I'm stupid. Why do I even try to, that's what he's thinking of me. He doesn't like me. He hates me. He can't stand me. Why am I even here? What am I doing here? I don't belong here. Whoever said why do I even think I can be around people? That, of course, will lead to depression. Because the second you get into that point, you're already hitting the depression land, as I call it, depression land. You're going from thinking, to building, and getting to new conclusions, or basically looking at your life in a very negative way and saying, it's never going to get better. What am I doing here? Why am I wasting my time? People can't stand me. I can't stand people. And all of this, how did it begin? Because I opened my mouth and somebody went like this. That's it. Now, the funny part about all this is that the person might not even be thinking of me, or not even be concentrated on me. For all I know, he's adoring me. He's thinking, wow, I wish I could say that. And from personal experience, a lot of cases where I've personally said stuff and thought that I sound stupid, later I get all these compliments and, wow, how did you say that? How do you have the guts to say that? Or I really, appreciate you saying that, or things like that, good things. And that's what's so funny here, that I get into depression from something that isn't even realistically true. It's all in my mind. That's just a little piece of social anxiety. There's so much I haven't spoken about. But this video is a little too long and my mind isn't really concentrated right now, so I guess I'll come back and speak if anyone's interested in hearing. I'd love to hear it. If you want to hear me again. maybe I'll write it down on a piece of paper, and that way I won't sound like, see, even now I think I sound stupid. Alright, that's enough for now.